was terrible. Let's try that again. What up? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, whatever you may be out there. If you're watching this and you are familiar or unfamiliar, just know that it is day, you know, Dia Day, 1:15 of Dave's Daily D. Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me. I'm Dave. Day 115, guys. We are just plugging it away here. Managing the best that we can. Some days are harder than others. Right now, it's just the mental fortitude to push through. Going through this back stuff right now, waiting to find out if I'm going to get approved for an MRI. And what do we do? Can I settle it again by myself? Do I have to do surgery? Right now, I'm pretty miserable the majority of the time, pain-wise, and it sucks, but hey, I still got a life to live. I still got to make the most of it, and I can't let this stop me or get in my way, so I'm not going to. So today, this mental fortitude is super important, guys. Mental health, mental fortitude, those two things go so hand in hand. You got to be strong mentally, and you really got to think about things. Know where you're at, making sure you're finding happiness, making sure you're finding the things you enjoy, the passions. I mean, if you're just miserable all day, every day, all the time, and you don't do anything that you love at all, there's no passion towards anything that you're doing day in and day out, you're going to be a very miserable, very unhappy, angry person. Your mental health is going to be terrible. Your mental fortitude is going to be down. I mean, it is just not a good look. So making sure that we're putting our time, energy, and passion into those passions. What the heck did I just say? Putting our time, energy, and stuff into those things that we love to do, or just, it's honestly, it's so important to feeding ourselves, to filling our cup, ensuring that we are giving ourselves the best opportunity for success, giving ourselves mentally and just spiritually the best opportunity to be happy and feel fulfilled. Being miserable is not fun, and there's many types of ways of being miserable. You can be physically, mentally, just career-wise. I mean, there's just a lot that you could be miserable about. Like on my end, career-wise, we're building, we're growing, I'm happy, we're hungry. Mentally, for the most part, I mean, we're great. Where I'm starting to get that, where I said, for the most part, is with my back, going through the stuff that I went through with my back quite a few years, or a couple of years ago. I mean, I was in a bad spot going through stuff with this back, and it took me a long time to get it situated when I didn't have health insurance. Now that I have my insurance, I have the ability to do things, but I mean, right now it's just, there's not a whole lot. I mean, I cannot find much relief, so it wears you down. It really starts to push you mentally and starts to really make you question things. You're just, how do you escape that miserable pain that you cannot get rid of? And I'm trying to do stretches and do the stuff that I can to really bring it down and help out, so hopefully that'll continue, and we'll find some sort of a breakthrough at some point here soon, because that would be nice. But for the most part, I mean, things are great. There was a term that I was going to use in this video, and I got to think of it. Obviously, one good term is, if at first you do not succeed, try again. That's a very, very famous one. I mean, not everything is always going to go right. Not everything is going to go as planned, but it's being able to adapt and overcome. They say diamonds are formed under pressure. We've talked about some of these topics before. It's really important that you push through, and when there's resistance, you keep pushing, because some of the best success stories came out of the worst situations. And I know that when there's pressure and when things aren't going great, if I can get my head right and I really put the time and energy, if I put everything that I believe in behind something, there's no doubt in my mind that I will always be successful. And hopefully, if you guys don't have that mindset, you can get there. And if you do have that mindset, you have the awareness that you have it, and you start pushing and doing those things. But life's way too short to not be chasing your passions. Life's way too short to not be going after the things that you love and care about. I mean, life passes us by. We got to be able to enjoy it and love it. Make the best of each day. Be thankful that we woke up and we have the opportunity to go after it today and the next day. Each day is just a blessing within itself, and we have to slow down and really appreciate that opportunity. Man, what is that term that I was going to use? Another good one is anything worth having doesn't come easy. That's a really good one. A person is not defined by their success or defined by their shortcomings, but they're defined in moments. There's a really good one that I was going to go over right when I started this video, but I wanted to get through intro and stuff before I did it, and now it's not coming to me. Pause. You know, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be great days. There's going to be bad days. There's going to be terrible days, but making sure that you can see the silver lining and make the best of each day is the most important thing. I mean, things that I'll go over and I talk about sometimes more in depth, less in depth, but I never thought that I would be an insurance agent. And when I started doing it, I was hired in as customer service, and there was potential for me, but I never thought that I would ever have the knowledge or be able to get in and sell. I had never sold before, and that's what sell. I consider myself as a trusted advisor. I mean, that's what I am. But yeah, I exchange hands. I sell a product for a service to make somebody whole again. But in the truest form of what I do is I'm a trusted advisor for people's protection of their assets and their liability standpoint to protect them and their family. And I never thought that I'd be where I am now. And I had some struggling times financially, mentally, and just a lot of ups and downs. And there was a lot of downs there for a little while. I mean, I almost lost my job at one point because I was just not there. And I was struggling, and I'm just like, man, something's got to give here. And I realized, dude, you got to start putting in the work. You got to start proving yourself. You're never going to get anywhere by being mediocre. You're never going to get anywhere. You've never half-assed anything before, so get your head in the game. Start putting up. Start creating some leverage and start creating some sort of importance to who you are and where you're at, some value to what you bring to the table, and that is how you move up, that is how you grow, and that is how you become successful. That is how you have leverage to make more money, is by creating value in what you provide. There's a dime a dozen applications or resumes that can come in for what you do, but what can you do and what do you provide? What do you have within you that provides better leverage and better value for the person who signs your paycheck, for the person who purchases something from you, any of those different variables? What do you have to offer, or what can you offer that you know you have within you that is better and means more to somebody who is a consumer of what you have to offer? And give that. I worked hard. I studied my butt off to get my license and to become an actual agent, and I worked hard to continue learning and to get comfortable to where I'm still growing and learning and taking in a lot, but I'm in a position of confidence and a position of where I feel comfortable to where I can do these things and multitask, and it's slowing down to where things are just going up, and it's great. So that's where I'm at, is I'm not willing to give up, and I know that sometimes it takes a lot of time a lot more time than we want. In this generation, you have to really understand that you can't just pick something up and it not work out in a day or a week or so and then put it down and give up. You have to put some time in, especially when it's something you're passionate about, something you love, and honestly, something that you're new at. If you think that you possess some value, put in the time and the work. It's not going to come to you in a day, a week, or a month. You have to put some time in, sometimes a year, sometimes 2 years. And I have to build a book of business in what I do. These videos, I mean, I don't have hundreds of views. I don't have hundreds of viewers that I know of. I've got some people on different platforms, and I get views here and there, but it's nothing crazy. But it takes time. You got to grow at it. I'm on day 115 right now, and the guy that inspired me to start doing these videos, he did stuff like this on Twitter and other platforms for years before he got any traction, and this thing has taken off in many situations for a lot of people. So putting out sympathetic, empathetic, really just passionate, deep down, true value to people, and it's coming out for free. I'm putting these videos out, and a lot of them have some decent content and some decent advice and whatnot in there, and obviously I'm an open book, so if you want to talk to me, I'm always there to give help and advice and attention there to try to help others see within where I'm coming from, being rock bottom and struggling, to moving up the ladder, success, paying off debts, getting ready to see if I could buy a house, things like that. And I got my car, I got my motorcycle, and I'm doing the things that I can to make sure that when I come home at night, I'm happy, I'm fulfilled, and I'm making the best of it, trying to make a positive difference in society somehow. And these videos are the biggest part of that. Me being a sales advisor with insurance is making sure that people have good coverage that covers them if an incident or something catastrophic does happen. I mean, I have that duty within myself to do those things, and you know, that's what I bring to the table. So put the time in, guys. If you're passionate about something, you want to be great at something, put the time in. Putting it off is only going to put it off. I put off paying off some debts because I was like, whatever, I'll get to it eventually. And I let a couple years go by, and now I'm dealing with them, and I could have probably had them gone beforehand, and I could be buying a house right now. Thankfully, I had a situation where I can do things, and hopefully it's going to work out for this month or next month, and we'll see. But I could have been moved out a year ago or so if I would have started working on that stuff. But, you know, perfect storm, everything happens for a reason, and you can't dwell or regret or anything like that. You just got to make the best of each situation. So there's obviously many points that I can make in these videos, and some thoughts that I wanted to get into that I didn't circle back into. They just didn't come back to me, and the reason I started the video. Super hard to do videos in the morning because of my back, because I'm just in pain and struggling there, but you know, we're going to make the best of it, and hopefully everybody's had a good Monday. Remember, guys, it is Monday, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday, and this is day 115 of Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me. I'm Dave, and that's all I got to say about that. I'm going to go in here, try to get dinner situated, hang out with the dogs, and relax, and get ready to do it again on Tuesday. So, hope everybody's well, super well. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching these videos. If you do watch them, I appreciate it. It means a ton to me that I'm providing something for somebody else to watch, and hopefully it'll save a life or make a difference to somebody. So guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.